Hi everyone, today I'm going to be discussing the 6 seasons of transition. The 5th one is going to get you amazed. Okay, journey with me. The first one is the season of preparation. It's talking about the hiddenness and also the aspect of training. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16 from verse 11 to 13, if you read it, the narration is talking about David as a shepherd before becoming a king. In this place, David understands hidden. He was hiding for a very long time. In as much as he was still hiding, God was training him on some certain areas, on different segments of his life. And it's a place whereby God will begin to build your character. God will begin to take you on the aspect of discipline. God will begin to make you to understand humility. Now, transition here in this season of preparation is whereby it means you are learning a lot and you are fulfilling every little aspect of your life before you get promoted. Secondly is the season of testing. Oh my God. Now, in this season of testing, there's trials is there. And when you begin to understand trials, you cannot neglect trials without wilderness. Now, in Matthew chapter 4 from verse 1 to 11, he was talking about Jesus in a character as a whole. He was in the wilderness. Now, God allowed him to be in the wilderness for him in order for him to refine his faith. In as much you are in this season, God will refine your faith. God will test your obedience. Not just that again, God will begin to test every little things about your life. Spiritual authorities will come into your life. In this season of transition, here is a place whereby you are graduating from dependency on self in order for you to begin to depend on God totally, everything about your life. Third one is the season of puring. This season of puring is letting go and also giving God everything about your attention. Joseph was in the prison in this aspect. When you read Genesis chapter 39, also to chapter 41 also, he's talking about Joseph. He was in the prison. Now, this season of puring, God will make you to face a lot of betrayals. So if you are experiencing betrayals, you are in this season. Now, betrayals, the season of is a time whereby you face a lot of trials. You'll be slavery. You'll be accused several times. I know many of you are being accused. It's the season of puring. You are happening, and it's letting go of a lot of certain things, whereby habit of people, God will remove you from people's. A lot of people will begin to live your life because you are journeying in a season of puring. It's a place whereby in John chapter 15 verse 2, you also explain this thing. It's a time where God will test and remove people from your life, and not just that again, or position or people for a greater fulfillment in your life. Yes. The fourth one is the season of waiting. Oh my God. In this season of waiting, there is a delay. And if there's a delay, you cannot do without silence. Oh my God. Let me use an example in the Bible reference. Abraham, before getting an Isaac, there was a process of delay in that long time duration of 25 years. And now in the book of Genesis chapter 12, from verse 21 to 25, you begin to understand this aspect because God was fulfilling something about Abraham. Now, if you are having delay in your life, maybe you have been praying for a lot of marital breakthrough, a lot of academics breakthrough, maybe something promotion over your life, and a lot of delay is been happening, and don't know that you are in the season of waiting. God is testing you, and God is waiting for a period of delay between promising and also for it to get manifesting your expectation. The amazing part in this 5th one I'm mentioning right now is the season of elevation. All right, there are 2 words attached to it, is promotion and fulfillment. You cannot do without these 2 words under elevation. All right, permit me to mention the story of Joseph once again. Joseph suddenly rise overnight to become a commander. Oh my God. All right, in the book of Genesis chapter 49 from verse 39 to 44, he began to explain Joseph's narration very much, how he suddenly rise. But he was, without this elevation, before that, he passed through a season of silence in his life. Many of you, there's a silence in your life. It's a season, it will not last forever. So I want you to understand this process whereby you become elevated, just like the story of Joseph, which was inevitable. The last part is the season of multiplication. Oh my gosh. This season of multiplication, I'll mention fulfillment. It's a place whereby a legacy, is a place whereby your ordination, it's a place whereby in this cosmos, what God has said over your life from the studios of eternity begin to play in manifestation. In the book of Acts chapter 19 from verse 10 to 12, it's talking about Paul ministry, whereby they scattered abroad preaching the gospel, whereby they are making fulfillment of the ministry of Christ. It is a place whereby what you begin to make a fulfillment over your calling, over what God has said upon your life, whereby you are doing your business, fighting the good fight of faith, and finishing your course. And it's a place whereby it's a time when a man's life is an obedience and became an impact to the life of many people, to your generation and to your society as a whole. I believe this season of transition has been a lighting over your spirit, and know which part you are in right now, because every part is not to be overlooked, but to take into practice and pray upon, for you to be in the last part of this multiplication. God bless you as you have listened to me, and may the Lord enrich you and bless you more in Jesus' name. Shalom.